Hello everyone, and welcome to my tutorial on how to use my generator sheets. Starting off with the Bakugan generator, as you can see, I've already prepared a hypothetical Bakugan to add to your game, only instead of making him a Darkest Gladiator, let's make him a Chaos Gladiator. He's level 1, 1000 Gs, maxed out stats. Now since there is no Chaos Gladiator in the game, he will use his Darkest model, but he should still act like a Chaos Bakugan, and he will appear in your Chaos tab. And his icon will have the dummy data icon instead. So from all our inputs here, the sheet will then generate this string of values. And these will have to be pasted inside of your save file in order for your custom Bakugan to appear in your game, in your inventory specifically. Next, we have starting locations. As the name suggests, these are the starting positions where you need to begin pasting in your string of values. For the Wii version, there are 4 save profiles inside of one save file, which means each save profile has its own starting position. For the PS3 version, there's only one save profile for each save file. And I'll talk about the 360 version in a minute. Now let's begin pasting in our string of values into one of our save profiles. For the Wii version, finding your save file is pretty simple. You just right-click on the game, press open Wii save folder, and here we go. In yours, you're only going to find banner.bin and game data. You only care about game data. Next, we need to pop it into our hex editor. I use HXD. And here we go. Now, what we need to do first is find out which starting location we want. I kind of want to paste this guy into my 4th save file. So we need to go to C2CF. So go to search, go to C2CF, and here we are. Next, we need to look at length of hex string. Now the length of the hex string is 14, meaning that these are 14 spaces. In hexadecimal format, 14 is E, which is why I included this here. The reason why I included it is because my hex editor shows my highlighted values in hexadecimal format. So as you can see here, it says my length is F. So let's go back to C2CF, which is right here, and keep highlighting until it tells me that I've highlighted a length of E, which should be right around here. Now all we need to do is paste. One issue I can possibly see people making is just highlighting the starting location, or just going to the starting location and trying to paste there. If you do, the operation will change the file size, which will mess everything up. So you want to highlight the entire area until it gives you length E, and then paste. Next, we'll do the PS3 version. Now for the PS3 version, finding a save is a bit more difficult. You want to go to your directory, HDD0, home, this thing, save data, and then you'll find here. Now you want you want to find the folder with the same serial number as your game, which is blues30356, me anyway. Then data 0 is your first save file. And then from there you want player.bin. Now let's look at the starting location. For the PS3 version, the starting location for a Chaos Gladiator is 1F1F. So search, go to 1F1F, right there, same thing, highlight until it says E, and then paste, and save. Next, let's go talk about the deck generator. Now, the deck generator is pretty simple to use. You select whatever Bakugan you want, whatever attribute you want, whatever gate card you want, and whatever ability card you want. Then that all gets generated here into a nice little hex string that you can paste into your save file. Now for the cool things that the deck generator can do, such as including duplicate Bakugan, putting ability cards into the gate card slot, putting bronze cards into silver slots, silver cards into bronze slots, etc. And of course, putting gate cards into the ability card slot. Now, as a warning, putting ability cards into the gate card slot will not crash the game immediately, but it will crash the game if you ever open the gate card or have a battle on the ability card. Gate cards as ability cards will not crash the game. They will just have no effect. And of course, just like with the Bakugan generator, we have starting locations. So let's also edit the save file for's deck 1. So that is CCB8 for the Wii version. So let's search for CC8. I was a little bit off. It was CCB8, which is right here. And then select the entire area and paste in our code. And boom. Okay, now then let's do the same thing for the PS3 version. Deck 1 starting location is 2908. So search 2908. And here we are. Keep selecting until, I like to go by doing until the last double F. That's where it ends. But as you can see, the length is 24. Same hexadecimal length listed right here. Next, let's go and look at the appearance generator. Now, as you can see, every customization option is available right here, including permanent features such as skin tone and eyes. But my favorite of which is being able to choose the secondary colors for your shirt, pants, and the color of your Bakumeter. Pretty much the only things that are locked in depending on your element. This all gets generated into a nice little hex string, ready to get copied and pasted into your save file. And once again, we're going to choose the 4th save file or save profile for the Wii version, which is D56F. So let's search for D56F. And here we are. Now the length of the hex string is 45. In hexadecimal format, that is 2D. So let's start pasting. And there we are. Save. Alright, now let's do it for the PS3 version. Going back to my thing. The starting location for PS3 is 31BF. So let's search 31BF. Start selecting until it says 2D and paste. Okay. Now let's actually see what these things look like in game. Okay, and here's our boy. Okay, now let's actually look at a deck. Now as you can see, 2 dummy datas, which is going to be a Chaos Gladiators, the Robotallion, a ability card in a gold card slot. These 2 things are switched. Gate card in a red card slot, and 2 duplicate Alpha Blasters. And once again, you see confirmation that it is using the default Brachus model for Gladiator. It does say Chaos right here, and even though we put his G power at 1000, it's going to say 900 here. But in battle, or in anytime we're in a battle, it will say 1000. It just doesn't like going into the quadruple digits in the deck in this screen. Okay, we're now on the PS3 version. As you can see, I never got past the tutorial. And there he is. And as you can see, here I have Gladiators at 1000 Gs since we're in battle. And this was supposed to be the Chaos Robotallion, but because this character doesn't own the Chaos Robotallion yet, it's using Dragonoid at 0 Gs and focus 0 everything. Now, as for a few of the mistakes I found while making this, the starting location for the appearance of the appearance hexstring was wrong before. Before it said the same thing as here, 31EF. Obviously that was wrong. I had fixed that already. As for the cards, all of these locations are the locations for the first save profile in the Wii version. So putting this location with 01 will only unlock the cards on the first save profile on the Wii version. I'm going to have to fix that later. Probably be ready by the time the video goes up. And now for the Xbox version, I have been looking at it, and I want to say this save file looks pretty similar to the Wii version, which is why I've made it cover 4 save profiles. But with using it in Xenia, I can only access 1 save file, so I'm not sure if other people will be able to access more, but I can only access the 1. So, but just in case, I'll be giving support for potentially other 3 save files. And yeah, I want to say support for the Xbox 360 version, and by support, I mean just me listing down the starting locations and locations for the gate cards will be available by the time this video goes up. So yeah, that's fun. Be sure to grab a new copy of the sheet for all the changes that I made. And yeah, okay. See you guys later, and I hope you have fun.